Hey, welcome back to Album April. It's April 20th, and today I listened to Violator by Depeche Mode. Happy Easter, by the way. This probably wasn't the best album to listen to for Easter, but hey, that's RNG for ya. During the process of looking for things to listen to this album April, Violator by Depeche Mode just kept popping up. I feel like it came up in surges of best alt-rock, pop, and synth albums. Depeche Mode is an electropop band from the UK. I always kind of put them in the same category as Soft Cell or Pet Shop Boys, except those are acts that I heavily associate with the 80s. Violator was released in 1990. Depeche Mode had had a lot of success in the UK up until then, but Violator was sort of like their breakthrough album that gave them success all over the world, most notably with the singles Enjoy the Silence and Personal Jesus. I listened to it today, and surprisingly, I liked it a lot more than I was expecting. There was something very, cinematic about a lot of the songs on this album. It felt, important. It felt weighty. When it comes to format, a lot of the songs on this album were very similar to the ones from Man Machine and earlier this month. Almost all of these songs had some sort of ostinato, this little, motif that kept repeating over and over throughout the song. In Waiting for the Night, it was this little synth melody. In Personal Jesus, it was this drum loop. In Clean, the closing track, it was a bass line. And the sort of vibes and mood created by that ostinato is what sets the tone for the entire song. There was also a lot of variety in the instruments and synths that were used in these songs. Some of them were very interesting or very strange. In one of the songs, basically everything cuts out except for the sound of very fast, very rhythmic breathing. Most of the vocals on this album were done by Dave Gahan. I thought he did a pretty good job with it. He has a rather familiar voice type, that sort of deep British voice, but it's very flexible. In some cases it can sound very alluring, it can sound very mysterious, it can sound vaguely threatening and creepy. When it comes to lyrics, these songs range from very easy to understand to I have no idea what this song is about. I would have to just speculate and guess about the lyrical content of songs like Clean or Waiting for the Night. Probably the biggest hit from this album worldwide was Personal Jesus, which is a song about being somebody else's savior. When asked about this song, the songwriter Martin Gore said that it's about being somebody else's Jesus, and the song makes it feel like a power trip, but he also said that that's not a balanced way of looking at someone. And lyrically, there really wasn't much indication that this wasn't good, but when you listen to the way it sounds, there is an undercurrent of something not being quite right, which is something I would say about a lot of the songs on this album. My favorite song on the album was its closer, Clean. It was definitely the most, I don't want to say hype, that would probably be Personal Jesus, but the most important sounding. It was dark, it was mysterious, but it was so compelling. It either samples or just straight up steals a bass line from a Pink Floyd song. And like a couple other songs on this album, it has small subdivisions of its own beats. This one's probably in 12/8 time or 6/8 time. So even though it has a relatively modest tempo, it feels really driving. But I liked pretty much all the songs on this album. Other highlights include Personal Jesus, Sweetest Perfection, Waiting for the Night, Enjoy the Silence. There was a lot of really good songs here. Surprisingly, Violator ended up being one of my favorite albums of this month. If you like synth pop, I would check it out, and I probably will be listening to more Depeche Mode albums in the future. Alright, happy Easter. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.